Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Podcast. Great to have you tuning in for another deep dive. Today we're getting into some real Springbok legends.
Yeah, specifically focusing on the engine room, the number 5 locks. We're looking at a recent article that, well, bravely ranked the top 3 of all time.
Exactly. Always sparks debate, these lists. And if you enjoy this kind of chat, definitely hit subscribe to Rugby Obsession so you catch all our discussions.
Good call. So this article, it sets out to rank the greats in that specific jersey. A massive task, considering the sheer depth of talent South Africa's produced there.
No kidding. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Who did the article put at number 1? No big surprises, maybe.
Well, they've gone with Victor Matfield, named him the greatest Springbok number 5 lock.
Right. Makes sense. I mean, the caps record alone, which Eben Etzebeth only just recently passed, that tells a story, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Incredible longevity. But the article digs deeper than just the caps. It highlights his, and I'll quote here, supreme leadership, lineout prowess, and tactical nous.
3 massive pillars for a lock, really. His leadership wasn't just about being captain, was it? It felt like he was orchestrating things up front.
Totally. A real general in the pack. And the lineout. The article points to his, well, almost obsessive preparation, analyzing opposition calls, finding weaknesses.
Yeah, that tactical nous bit. He wasn't just tall, he was smart. He seemed to always know where the ball was going, almost like a chess master in the lineup.
Exactly. The article suggests he was a real trendsetter with that level of analysis. And doing that consistently over 127 tests, finishing his career at 38, it's hard to argue against him being number 1, really.
Okay, so Matfield takes the top spot, according to this piece. Who's next? Number 2.
Number 2 is Louis Moolman. Now, maybe a name less familiar to some younger fans, perhaps. He played back in the 80s.
Right, the era of isolation for chunks of it, too. But the article makes a really strong point. It says, many who saw him play rate him as potentially the best null 5 ever.
High praise indeed. And again, like Matfield, the article mentions his top-tier reputation in the lineouts. Seems that's a non-negotiable for a great Boknum 5.
Absolutely. He earned 24 caps, which, okay, sounds low by today's standards, but his impact for the Boks and Northern Transvaal was clearly massive.
Yeah, and they include a fantastic quote from Wynan Klassen, who captained him and knew him since they were juniors.
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
Klassen said, "Louis beat the best from all over the world. One never needed to motivate him. He was always ready and was a man of stature on the field. And he flat out called him one of the greats."
Wow. That's powerful stuff coming from a former captain who played alongside him for so long. Really paints a picture.
It really does. Adds that personal testimony beyond just, stats or results.
Yeah.
Shows the respect he commanded.
So, Moolman, a powerhouse from the 80s at number 2. Who rounds out the top 3?
Number 3 is Mark Andrews. Instantly recognizable.
Oh, yeah, the headband. You couldn't miss him. A fixture in the pack from 94 through to 2001.
And the article highlights his versatility, which I think is key. People forget he played 8th man in that 95 World Cup final.
That's right. Huge role in that win, and then he shifted to become this absolute rock at lock. That's some player.
Definitely. Shows incredible athleticism and rugby smarts.
Yeah.
And he was there for the first Tri-Nations win in '98, too. Part of some massive moments in Boyd history.
For sure. And 77 tests, 12 tries. Pretty impressive for a lock back then as well. He formed some mean partnerships too, didn't he? With Wise and Otto.
Yeah, the article mentions those formidable pairings, Copus Wise, crying out Otto. That second row was a scary place to be.
Okay, great stuff. And just a reminder, if you're enjoying this breakdown of Voyal legends, do consider subscribing to Rugby Obsession for more content like this.
So that's the article's top 3. Matfield, Moolman, Andrews. 1, 2, 3.
And this is where it gets interesting for everyone listening, because the article literally asks the question, do you agree with this ranking?
Yeah, it throws it right out there. What do people think? Does that order feel right? Matfield, Moolman, Andrews.
Given the different eras, the different demands of the game, it's fascinating. Are there players you think should be in there instead? Maybe someone like Becky's Botha, although often seen as a no more, or others.
Exactly. Or maybe the order's wrong. Perhaps Moolman's impact in his time warrants a higher spot for some. It's all subjective, isn't it?
Totally. Which is why we genuinely want to know what you think. Drop a comment wherever you're listening. Or the article even gives a WhatsApp number, 060-011-0211. Send your thoughts there.
Yeah, let's get the debate going. It's always good fun talking about the greats.
It absolutely is. It's fantastic to look back at these giants and just appreciate their contribution to Springbok rugby. This ranking definitely gives us food for thought.
For sure. Each one represents something special about playing lock for South Africa.
Yeah.
Power, intelligence, leadership. It's all there in those three names.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us for this deep dive on the Rugby Obsession podcast. Hope you enjoyed revisiting these incredible Nobel flylocks.
Yeah, great chat. Don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession for more discussions.
Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession podcast, and we look forward to you listening to our next episode.